All right, how's it going, everybody? It is the Friday show. Nick Atkin here, One Championship News, and as promised, one more interview for you with Teshya Noelani Alo, who's making her debut in One Championship next week at One Fight Night 39, grappling Helena Crevar. How are you doing, Teshya? Good to meet you. Yeah, how's it going? Big moment coming up next week.
I am floating right now. I've been just staying very present, appreciating every step of this journey, and I'm just so excited.
Yes, I'm excited to see the fight. And I apologize, I've been getting your name wrong all week. Been calling you
You're
Tesh.
fine.
It is
It's okay.
Teshaya.
I've been called tissue before. I think so. That was closer than most.
Okay. Well, sorry again. But it's apparently it's not even your full name here. You've got more. You were telling me. Can you tell everyone else?
My full name is Teshya Noelani Aloha Alo.
Amazing. Must be the longest name in one championship history, I think.
Yeah,
But yes,
definitely
it
not the
is.
longest Hawaiian name. My goodness, but yes,
Yeah, I imagine. So I'm presuming you live in Hawaii. Yes, is that correct?
yes, on the island of Oahu.
Oh wow. It sounds amazing. Obviously, some royalty, one championship royalty, I think, out of Hawaii, the Lee family. Are you close with them at all? Have you crossed paths?
Um, Sorry, with who? Sorry.
The Angela Lee, Christian Lee, the family.
Oh my goodness. Yes, she actually has a gym. I haven't gotten the honor of visiting their gym yet because I've been super busy. But yeah, she's on the island. She's her husband's doing amazing at all the local tournaments.
Yes. Well, yeah, I think they have their gym, United BJJ. Lovely family. Love Bruno. Shout out to Bruno Capucci
Yes,
too.
they're
But it's
amazing.
all about you. Yes. All right. We are here. How you guys doing? Says NG. Thanks for tuning in, guys. Yeah. If you have any questions, please get them in. But talk to me about the journey to one championship. How did this all come about for you?
So my jujitsu career, when I finally told myself, okay, I really enjoy jujitsu and I want to see how far I can go in this sport. It started in 2022. Um, and I've been just on this journey to figure out jujitsu because I figured out wrestling and judo to the best of my capabilities, but figuring out jujitsu took me a little longer because I didn't. I stuck with wrestling and wrestling and judo when I through high school, through middle school, it was mostly just judo and wrestling. So making the transition back to jujitsu in 2022 was a fun challenge. So I started doing that. I won my IBJJF Blue Belt Worlds, got my purple belt, and I started in the gi. And I was thinking to myself, I didn't know if there are nogi classes, to be honest. I was so far out of the jiu-jitsu community. When I found nogi classes, was just like, what the heck? This is so fun. It's wrestling and a gi-less judo. To me, that's how I was thinking of it. And I started entering tournaments. And funny enough, my first nationals, first nogi ever match was with Helena. So I was it's just like the opportunity to compete against her again is going to be amazing because I didn't know much back then.
Yeah. So I imagine you've grown a lot as a competitor and a person since then. Are you confident you can cause what I believe many would class as a shock and upset? I'm sure they feel Helena is the favorite here and you're the underdog. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I perform better when I'm the underdog.
Yeah.
I have I'm just she's amazing. So I already knew I was going to be the underdog coming into this match cuz she's already much more experienced in the grappling world. I'm still figuring out how to like get on bigger stages, which is when this opportunity came up for me, I was like jaw dropped, like
Oh,
just like so excited. So
sorry, I briefly lost sound on you there. Can you repeat
that's
the
what I
last?
thought. So I was like,
Yeah, the last 10 seconds of it.
I forgot. Oh my goodness.
Oh yeah,
What
I
was I
was
talking
playing
about?
around with the sound. Sorry, it's my fault, but it's
No, you're
okay.
fine. You're fine.
I'm sure everyone else heard it. I just cut out for me. But yeah, It is. It's going to be a great fight. Did you have conversations with Tom DeBlas? I know he has been pushing to get Helena on board. Was he driving your signature as well here?
Well, I honestly accepted it before I found out anything. It would just match, and I was like, yes, wherever, whenever, I'll be there. So I got the my coach presented the opportunity to me. My professor, Jason Vigil, he presented this opportunity to me about 2 months ago, I think. And I'm not sure the full story, but it was just placed on my lap, and I said yes. Like that's hands down my favorite. That's my dream match. So for it to be actually written down and it's everything is finalized, I'm like sweating. So
Well, there's a lot of things to consider as well. The travel, the time zones, the hydration test. I'll talk about that in a minute. But yeah, when are you leaving? When are you touching down in Thailand?
I leave Hawaii on the 18th. I arrive on the 19th, and I believe Thailand's a day ahead. So technically, the tournament's like a day ahead for me in my head. So I'll be arriving there on Monday, I believe, and a couple days us be just like stabilizing my body for a couple of days, and then the fight is that
Have
week.
you ever
Yes.
competed so far away from home? And is this something you've been able to get used to before? Or yeah, are you coming in blind to this?
I've traveled to other countries before for wrestling and judo.
Hmm.
Panama, Korea, Slovenia, Slovakia. So I'm not new to traveling far from home. This is a new country. And I'm just, what's going to help me is my family's going to be able to come with me. And I have a big family. So I have a bunch of little siblings. So they're all going to be able to enjoy this journey with me.
Oh, that's great. Well,
Yeah.
yes, the time zone is one thing, but the thing that catches out most people, I always think, in who are first competing in one championship is the weigh-ins, particularly the hydration testing aspect of it. Have you got any experience on that side of things? Have you been making any preparations for it?
For the hydration test, I'm like 10 pounds under
That's
the
fine then.
weight. So I'm I'll be really prepared for the hydration.
Oh, that's good to
And
hear.
I don't cut weight for jujitsu. I usually just go as what I am. It just sucks because my weight is in the middle of the two weight classes. But I don't. It doesn't make a difference to me. I feel like in wrestling it'd be more of a disadvantage, but it's jujitsu, so
You're not too worried then about Helena being bigger than you in the ring there?
no, not at all. I actually wrestle better against bigger opponents.
All right. Well, that's good to hear. Because a lot of times, yeah, people come in and they think, "Oh, it sounds easy. I'll just do what I normally do," and then they miss weight or they fail hydration. Then they spend 3 hours trying to make it, and it's a disaster.
It is.
But
It's
good to hear. Good to hear it won't happen to you. I mean, how long have you been following the One Championship product? Has it been something you've been dreaming of competing on for a while? Is it all new to you?
this is all new to me. I just praying for a opportunity, to be honest, and this was I was praying for a big opportunity to really show myself how much hard work I put in. And this opportunity got placed on my lap, and it was perfect. And I'm just so grateful for One Championship for giving me this opportunity because, well, I'm just gonna show you guys what I've been working on.
Yeah, and is it a multi-fight deal or one fight deal? Are you hoping to stick around, win or lose?
I think it's a one fight deal. So yeah, we'll see what the future holds.
Well, yes, I'm sure. I'm sure it will hold something. But look, do you have a plan to counter Helena's hair? There's an anonymous one of my members
I'm
shout out. I
actually
think,
hoping
yeah,
that it's just put up before the fight. I think like because of the controversy, like she probably would want to be extra safe. I know she doesn't need her hair like loose like that, to be successful, like in all of her matches. But I'm gonna assume she's gonna have her hair put up. I don't know. I'm not sure.
Will
I don't
you
know.
insist upon it, or are you happy to have it down?
Well, if she has it down, it's wrestling, so it's gonna get a little messy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, we'll see. Obviously, that was a big deal. I think it's CJI. Is that correct? I wasn't aware
Yes.
of it, but it came up in my interview with her. Um, she's pretty cool. But yeah, is there any other fights you're looking forward to on this card, or have you just been? Sorry, my dogs are running around. If you can hear them,
You're
is
fine.
there
I
any
was
other
just gonna
fights you're looking
apologize for
forward
mine.
to?
He's snoring in the background.
Oh, really? Yeah, yeah. I can't hear him. It's okay.
Okay, good.
Yeah. What was I saying? Yeah, the card. Do you do you have any other matchups on here you're looking forward to?
I can't
I'm
wait to
gonna.
watch every single fight from
Yeah.
beginning to end. I am ready to experience everything Thailand has to offer. And whew, yes, every oh my goodness, that's me.
Yes. There you are. I used the same picture on this thumbnail here, so I didn't have any other pictures. But they
Wow.
will take a. I'm sure they'll take a nice studio shot of you when you get there.
Yes, hopefully, because that one was right after a very bad Shark Tank.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, there it is. It is going to be a fun card. Have you ever competed so early in the morning? I imagine it's not as bad in grappling as it might be in the other sports where you're getting punched in the face. But is this a new thing for you as well?
No, it's not going to be new to me. I'm ready as long as I do my same ritual, I'll be set to fight at any time.
Yes. All right. Well, do you know what time you're going to be on? I think you're the
Third, I
fifth
think the
matchup.
third
Oh, is
one.
it changed? Well, I think it starts at 8 a.m. or 10 a.m. Oh, I'm in Hong Kong. The time might be different. Yes, it's definitely going to be early. That's fine. But you're ready. You're prepared. Um, well, yes, I'm looking forward to it, and I'm sure I'll meet you. I'll be flying in on Thursday, so I'll see you at the weigh-ins. But
Awesome.
yeah, I won't be there on Wednesday. You might have some other interviews on Wednesday with the Thai media.
Okay.
Have you ever had such a big matchup, like a build up to such a big fight where all the attention is going to be on you? Is this a new thing for you?
This is going to be quite new to me. Locally, um I I experienced that a little bit, but in my head I'm just a girl who loves jujitsu and trains really, really hard at it. So that's all I'm gonna have in my head.
Well, I'm sure Thailand's going to love you too. Do you have any final message for everyone what they can expect to see on Saturday at January 24th? One Fight Night 39 when you're grappling Helena Crevar. What's going to happen in that ring, Lumpini Stadium?
I am just so excited to show you guys what I've been working on these past couple of years. You guys are gonna see a high paced, high energy, nonstop attacking match. I'm so excited to I love big challenges and this is my biggest one yet. So I'm excited.
I'm excited too. I can't wait to see it. Hopefully, I'll catch up with you in Bangkok later this week. I kept saying this week, it's next week. Sorry. Yes,
That's why
I'm a
I
bit.
was like in my head this week, but I thought I had a couple days. But yes.
Yeah, sorry. I'm a bit all over the place. I have a newborn baby, so I'm constantly
Okay, you're
my
excused.
brain.
No, I'm kidding.
Yeah, my brain's everywhere. So yes, next week, January 24th, we'll be there. One Fight Night 39. All right. Thanks for speaking to me. Yeah, and we'll catch up with you
Thank you for
next week.
having
It's
me
been a
on.
pleasure. Thank you. All
Thank
right.
you.
All right, that was Teshya Noelani Alo. She's going to be grappling Helena Crevar in case you missed it. Very fun chat with her. And yes, we have some other news to discuss today. It won't be a long show again. I will be back tonight for the Friday fights, but I will discuss what happened yesterday, which was the big news. Johan Ghazali's fight with Sean Climaco is off. One Fight Night 39. Sadly, I know I was looking forward to that one. So you may have seen yesterday I broke this news on Bangkok Post, of course. Check it out, bangkokpost.com/sports/one-championship. I need to get a custom URL made, just bangkokpost.com/one-championship. That'll redirect to this. But anyway, here it is. You should check it out. If you love reading your news instead of just listening to me, I'm a bit better at writing than I am at speaking. I would say. I'm not too good on this side, but there you go. Jojo Ghazali's fight off after Sean Climaco injury, according to my source. So here you go. The takeaways from this: yes, Sean Climaco suffered a foot injury in his preparations for this fight, and it's off. The fight had been set for next week, but there will be no short notice replacement either for Ghazali, leaving him off the card entirely. But I do understand one's matchmakers are looking on rebooking Ghazali as soon as possible. And why wouldn't they? He's very popular. He brings a lot of eyeballs to the product, which is a blow. Yes, this show doesn't have a title fight. It does have a nice main and co-main in terms of the matchups themselves. Obviously, Rambolek versus Daikaev, headliner, and Kongtorny versus Asadullah. But yeah, no title fight. So Jojo, I think, was the kind of sizzle, the star power on the undercard, but he is sadly no longer on this card. It's a shame, but it's still a fun card. But yes, that news broken on the Bangkok Post yesterday. You may have read it if you haven't seen it already. Here you go. Let me know what you think, guys, about that. Do you find the card is now going to be a little less appealing for you? Are you still excited to tune in? Anonymous one, shout out Anonymous, one of my members, says, I find it hard to believe one doesn't have any available flyweights who can step in on 7 days' notice. I think I heard they were looking for people, just didn't come off. They do have a lot of flyweights, yes, but it is not always appealing to step in on short notice. Just pull a guy from next week's Friday fights to step in. Anonymous one says, I have a feeling Rambolek will get sick next. Well, you could pull someone, yeah, but then is Jojo gonna take that fight against an unknown? I'm sure he would. I think he was making noises on social saying, "Get me anyone and I'll compete." But as the matchmakers on one, they may want to protect Jojo. Who knows? Imagine if he takes a random on short notice and loses a decision or something. It's not good for business. They're trying to build him up as a star. I think they need to be quite careful with his booking, and I think they're doing it the right way. He's 2-3 since moving up from Friday fights, which isn't a great record. It's a losing record, but he it does have massive potential, and he's still so young, 19 years old. And obviously, as I said, he's a huge star. He brings in a lot of views on everything for them. His fights are some of the most watched. The numbers I see on social media for him are definitely very, very high. I'm sure you can all see it too. But as Angie says, I feel like they could find someone. They could. Maybe they tried. Maybe they looked and they were unsuccessful. We don't know. I don't know. But the bottom line is he's off the card. But I'm sure we may be going to see him next month or in March. If there is a supposed Malaysia card happening, which I touted as a possibility, given Johan is fighting soon and Alif looks to get Prajanchai soon, and Rifdeen is on tonight on Friday fights, then I think the signs all point towards them gearing the big stars for Malaysia up for a Malaysia card. I haven't heard anything about a Malaysia card being official, but I think they want to get them in the winning column, so to speak, so that they can all compete together on a big show at Axiata Arena. But that may be pure speculation on my part. But yes, I imagine Jojo will be back quickly. NG again, what's up, says there's a lot of talk right now about Lou fighting Super Bond. Do you think one would cross over Marat and make that fight. I feel like it's possible since Superbon and him have fought so many times. Um, well, there was a funny thing. I think Nick Hemmers tagged me in yesterday. Shout out to Nick Hemmers, legend. Of course, he is Marat Grigorian's coach. So I put it on my story. I'm just trying to load it up now on Instagram. There it is. I'll show that on screen for you guys. So obviously, there's a little bit of frustration, shall we say, on their side that this fight hasn't already been confirmed. There it is, Marat Grigorian waiting for the call from One Championship about his title fight. Laugh emojis. So it's not anger or anything like that. Yeah, a little picture of Marat sleeping. It's not Marat, but it looks like him with some sheep. Yes, I don't know if that's a meme or anything. I'm not very good at identifying memes. Clearly, missed the mango tree route with Since Summer, but I guess they thought the fight was as good as gold. Given when we were in Tokyo last time, I asked Chatri, I asked Superbon at the press conference if that's going to be the fight, and they both said yes. So it looked like that was a lock for April 175. We're now in January, so we are still like 3 months out, at least. Is that right? February, March, April. Yeah, 3.5 months really. So I don't tend to announce these shows. Well, I think they announced last Tokyo show quite early. It was in the summer, but normally 3 months. I'd expect them to start getting things going possibly at the end of this month, 3 months out. So Marat, maybe you just got to wait a couple weeks, man. Or yeah, if NG's right and the noise around Lou fighting Superbon is real, then perhaps they've changed their mind and they're gonna bring Lu Meng Yang in for a title shot against Superbon. What do you think, everyone? I think it's an intriguing one, and you can't argue with that resume that he maybe doesn't deserve it. He's beaten Noiri, he's beaten Shadow, and he's beaten Tawan Chai now. That's 3 pretty good wins. He did lose to Siasarani, so I think for me, the more natural thing to do is that's the rematch. Winner then gets the next title shot after Marat Superbon. But I don't think that was a thrilling fight, and neither guy seems to want it. Lou said it was boring. I'd rather give the fans something exciting. Siasarani said, I've beaten him already. I don't need to do it again. I should already get the title shot. So it doesn't seem that either guy's in a rush to fight each other. So we'll see, huh? That's all I can say. We'll see. Anonymous says, one might want to start announcing the Japan show soon so people can plan. Yeah, I think they will. I'm certainly looking to get my tickets and things sorted if possible. It's Sakura season, I think, or whatever. The pink blossom things around then. So everything's going to be expensive. Hotels, flights. You should book early if you're intending to go. Definitely. Yeah, that's a high season, so to speak, for tourism in Tokyo and in Japan in general. Lou versus Superbon would be interesting. Hopefully it's in a ring this time in Japan, says Uz Kion Want. I hope I pronounced that name right. I never know, but I appreciate your comments all the time and watching the streams. In a ring. It was in a cage last time, primarily for Malakin versus Rug. Sorry, just gonna bring my volume down. Malakin versus Rug, and then that fight did not even happen. So it was kind of. Some people said, "Well, let's just switch it back to a ring then, if we're gonna have no MMA headliner. Let's just do." I'm always playing with these things. Let's just get a ring involved, and a lot of people traditionally want to see a ring in Japanese combat sports, kickboxing, MMA, what have you. So yeah, I think It depends if they rebook Malakin and Rugruck for that show. Are you going to do the cage again? Did the cage bring anything different in Tokyo last time? Uh I think it made it exciting in some fights, like Suakim and Jake Peacock, and maybe Takaru Puric. There was the circling the cage kind of added to the drama and the dynamics of those fights, as opposed to the ring where they would have got backed up in the corners. Um, Let me know what you think. Switch Kicks, what's up? Says I saw something in Thai about Prajanchai, but scrolled past. Any idea what it's about? It might be his new name. We covered that yesterday on the show. He's changed his name a little bit to Prajanchai something PK. I can't remember what it was. He's got a new sponsor, so he's changed his name accordingly. That may have been it. AV Mail says they put early sales for tickets up in Japan at a discount. Then, as they announce the card, the prices go up. At a certain point, you always regret not just buying before they announce the card. Well, AV Mail, what's up? I saw you last time, yes, in the arena, Ariake Arena. It was great to meet you in person. I know you've been commenting on my stuff for years and years. So maybe we met before that. I can't remember, but I definitely remember meeting you at this one, and it was a pleasure. And I hope you enjoyed the show. And it looks like you're ready to go again for 1175 in April. But yes, get your tickets now if you intend to go. And if you're coming from abroad, book your planes now, book your hotels, because it's going to go up. It is going to be busy tourism season around then. NG says to argue for Morat, who in the world would he fight? Noiri doesn't make much sense, but would be interesting. Yeah, Noiri. You could do Noiri versus Lou rematch, because I think, well, I know Noiri would want to probably get that win back, and the fight with Tawanchai and Noiri is off the table for now. So who does Noiri fight? It's probably Marat or Lu Mengyang. So if I'm Lou, I wouldn't be too upset with that, and it's still going to be a big stage for him. Sorry, there's a fly buzzing around. I need a shower, clearly. Um, Still a big stage competing in an arena. He's fought in Lumpini 4 times now, is it? So that would still be a step up for him, and I don't think he could be too unhappy with that. That's a big billing to fight Marat Grigorian to fight Masaki Nori in Japan. It's still a huge, huge show for him. And considering where he was when he came in, he's relatively unknown, right? But if you lose that Nori fight, that rematch, you maybe don't get your title shot. It could ruin everything. So you might want to strike while the iron's hot now, and who knows? Plus, maybe one don't want to risk Nori losing to him again. A lot of things in play here. Friday fights 133, 136, and 137 not available on YouTube, says Vegan Crane. Interesting. I didn't know that. I don't normally look back for them after they happen. But I was in Bangkok for 137, so I don't know if that was on YouTube here anyway. Seems to differ from country to country, but from what I know, this week it's on YouTube and Facebook and watch.onefc.com. And it's also on Channel 7 in Thailand, and I think it'll be on Sky Sports in the UK and all that stuff. Yeah. The cage enabled Superbond to beat Noiri, Anonymous one says. So yeah, clearly some fighters like it. Noiri couldn't corner and pressure Superbond like he did Tawanchai. So I'm sure Japanese fans would want a ring then, if it's going to help Noiri. Yes, we caught up right before I went downstairs to the media section. It was good to see AV Mail shout out. I paid for 3 Rod Tang fights in Tokyo. I only got one and it lasted 20 seconds. Yeah, because Rod Tang was going to fight Takaru in January 2024, then pulled out injured. Superlex stepped in, of course. Then they had the one in March last year where he did fight Takeru and beat him in the first round, and then he was fight with Nongo was pulled out this time. So yeah, be careful. I'm sure Rodtang will make it this time for Takeru. Like, they're doing that rematch. Don't pay before Rodtang is installed. Well, it's tough, yeah, because then you're gonna have to wait till the day before the fight just to make sure. But I'm being in all seriousness. I think Rodtang will make. He needs no extra motivation to when the purse is that big for a fight like Takeru. He will be there by hook or by crook. Even if he's injured, I think he'll turn up. It's just about making weight. Noiri versus Anpo would be more hype for Japan. Yeah, I like that fight too. Obviously, they have a bit of beef, and I think the loser can survive a loss, so to speak. But can Ampo make that weight? He struggled badly with it last time. He was so far over. Marat still took it like a warrior. So we'll see that obviously Ampo looking for revenge as well, just like Tamachak against Noiri. So plenty of options at lightweight. Someone's gonna get passed over for a title shot, and someone's gonna be unhappy. But it's nice to have a division with options. I think there's some nice things going on there. Sorry, not lightweight, featherweight. It is lightweight elsewhere, but yes, featherweight. Nice division in one championship, of course. All right. I do not have much else to discuss today. We can look at the weigh-ins and face-offs for yesterday's tonight's show. They happened yesterday. One Friday fights, 138, which is back tonight. New start time, earlier start time. Remember, of course, 6:30 p.m. local time. So an hour earlier than it normally is for you. Just if you're planning to watch, or if you're planning to wake up wherever you are in the world, if you're not in Asia, just remember 1 hour earlier if you want to catch the extra kickboxing fights and the MMA. So the first 6 is MMA and kickboxing, and then it's 8 Muay Thai fights. So pretty clear that they're gearing the first half of the card towards the Japan audience and you next. So you may feel you can wake up a bit later if you're just there for the Muay Thai, but if you're there for the kickboxing and MMA, you got to get a bit earlier if you're in America, that side of the world. I'll be watching all of it. It's a long card though. 14 fights is really long. It's a bit too long for my taste. Reminds me of these UFC pay-per-views and stuff when you add all the prelims together. Some of the old one cards as well used to be 15 fights, if I remember correctly. You'd have your lead card, your main card, and all that stuff. Bit too long though. I think 12 is the max I can handle. I like a nice round 10 fights. 9 or 10 is good for me. So these fight nights are a little bit shorter these days. I quite like that. Maybe a little bit too short. Some of them, 8 fights is probably not enough. 9 or 10 is a sweet spot. Just, so things don't drag. But yeah, Friday fights just likes to bang out the content. It's fine. And they're all pretty entertaining, aren't they? But yes, the weigh-ins, I think the big takeaway from that, and I haven't actually put this online anywhere yet, but Logan Chan, who, if you follow, he's had a couple of good wins by knockout. He's from Edinburgh, I believe. He's Scottish and from Hong Kong. He has a Hong Kong dad, I think, as well. So obviously getting some extra love from me. I live in Hong Kong, but he's a lovely chap, lovely fella. He is still fighting. If you're worried you didn't see his face-off on my channel and you were thinking, oh no, where's Logan Chan? He is competing still. Don't worry. He's going to be, I think, the 4th from the top, whatever that is now, about number 11 or something, against Pet Garfield. What happened was his opponent missed weight and couldn't do the face-off. So, but they agreed to catch weight. Sorry, there's a vacuum in the background. I'm just gonna close the door. I think. Let me know if you can hear it. Yeah, I that fight is still on, and there will be 14 fights in all, so nothing fell off, which is good. And personally, yes, happy to see Logan fight because I do like his style, and I'm a fan of Pet Garfield too. But everything else pretty much goes ahead as planned. There is one other change from the original card that is in the second fight, I think, or yeah, I think it's the second fight, possibly the first. One of the MMA fights has a change of opponent for what's his face? I can't remember the dude's name. I'm just gonna look at it now. Sorry. Yes, so it's the second fight, fight number 2, live at MMA. Ahmed Rabadanov was going to fight Arshia Ebadi from New Zealand, but he's now fighting DS Otogen, I think, sorry, from Kazakhstan. So still on the card for Rabadanov, but a change there. I will post that card on my channel soon on my Instagram and everywhere, so you can see the update. Sorry, things got a little bit hairy last night. It was a long day yesterday. I was working all day. A little bit fried. Yeah, I did a show in the morning with I forgot now. Who did we have? Oh my god. Natalie Salcedo. Yeah, and then I did this Johan Ghazali exclusive news, and then I did all the Friday fights, face-off stuff, which takes a bit of time. 14 fights, so you got 14 videos to handle, and you got to post them across however many platforms, and then yeah, I was just a bit brain dead by the end of it, and I didn't get around to posting that new card. So I'm sorry, guys. I'll put it up in a bit. That is definitely loud. There you go. Oh, sorry. I'm sure. Sorry, we can hear the vacuum. We like to keep a clean house. But don't think they got the message. I'm going live during the morning every day at the moment, 10 a.m. So I'll have to remind everyone not to vacuum until 11 a.m. Okay. Am I waiting for Ham So-hee versus Angela Lee? Says Vegan Crane. I don't think that'll ever happen, Vegan Crane. It's a shame. That was one of the matchups I was really looking forward to when Ham signed. Ham has been like a sad thing to see, like how she's not competing. And, when she came in, there were so many great matchups. And yeah, it's just not happened for her, which is a shame. I expect she'll be released soon or what have you. If they're not going to give her matchups, or if she doesn't want to fight, I don't know what's going on. To be honest, no idea. Yes. Okay. NG says, my mistake. Prajanchai made a public statement relating to a ban of another fighter. Apparently, he did something to dishonor the Muay Thai profession. Just a warning. Sorry for the mistake. What was the mistake? I don't know what mistake you made. Fill me in. No idea. Is that something to do with the name change? Because I thought that was official on one's website. But yes, that is pretty much all the news. I won't hang around too long, guys, because I have to head to town now to go do some errands and things. But I'll be back tonight for Friday fights. I think I'm gonna do a recap right after the show ends, or right towards the end of it. I'll go on live. So anyone watching the show and wants to briefly discuss what they've seen, hop on over to my channel. Yeah, that's the plan. We'll see if it'll actually happen, because I might be completely wiped out by then. I will be posting throughout the show as well, all the reels of the knockouts and such. Anonymous one says a fighter from PK was match fixing or something, so Predenshai put a warning blacklisting him. Okay. What a naughty guy. Have a great day as well, AV Mail. I appreciate all of you guys. Okay, so NG said accidentally in the chat before, I saw a rumor Prajanchai himself was banned. Oh, he's deleted it or something. Okay, I didn't see that message. Yeah, so that's good to hear. Brandon Shaw isn't banned. All right. Um, congrats everyone. Congrats. What am I talking about? Yeah, thank you everyone for tuning in. I know there's been an unprecedented number of shows this week, and I appreciate or some of you have been there for every one of them. And hopefully it's not overkill. Let me know if you think it is, and then maybe I'll dial it back a little. But it's nice to just smash out a 40-minute show every day as opposed to like a 2-hour one once a week, where so much happens. It's very difficult to keep up with it all. But if you don't want all these shows, let me know. Maybe I'll make it 3. But I'm enjoying it, yeah. But anyway, yeah, I do have to shoot, so apologies, guys. I hope you enjoyed the interviews. And Monday morning, I can announce we will have Jonathan DiBella in the house. The strawweight kickboxing champion will be on the show, 10 a.m. start, Hong Kong time as usual. And then Tuesday, maybe I'll line someone else up, but I may not because it's going to get busy that week with one Fight Night 39. I'll have a lot of interviews for you on Wednesday. I'll be doing a live stream with all the people you haven't seen this week, however many of them are left and can speak English or have a Thai translation. We'll get them involved. All right. One more time, I appreciate you all and see you tonight for one Friday Fights 139.